Hi everybody, Derek Smith from Pop-Up Camper Pro. Today I'm going to install and set up a new old stock Coleman Fleetwood bag awning. So this video is going to cover setting up one of the original Coleman Fleetwood bag awnings. Now these systems are no longer available. I happen to have one left and I'm going to share it with you today. This one's brand new, 20 years old, but brand new. Today's systems are trimline awnings. If you have recently purchased an awning, a bag awning, it's likely a trimline. You can find my video how to set up a trimline awning as well if you have that system. But if you're lucky enough to have one of these originals and you're not sure how to set it up, I'll show you how. Now you probably noticed that I don't have the roof fully extended. It's a lot easier to set up your awning with the roof a little bit lower. So for this new old stock, we're going to need to put a few parts on this system before we can deploy it. So we'll open up the end of this bag and we'll need to install the guide ropes to each end of the lead rail. Install the first guide rope, and here we'll tie a knot in the back. Unzip the rest of the awning till we find our rafter poles. So I'm keeping my left hand here behind me. I'm going to check for my poles, and here they are. For this system, 3. Unzipping the rest of the awning, keeping my left hand on the back till we get to the end. And here I'll let it unfurl so we can attach our other rope to the opposite side of the lead rail. And attach the opposite guide rope. Before we proceed to the next step, I'm going to raise the roof the rest of the way up now. This setup is a lot easier with 2 people, but you could do it with 1 person. The next steps I'll be taking are pulling the lead rail out, getting the legs down on the ground, kind of at an angle, and then installing my ground stakes and securing the ropes to the corners to add a little bit of stability. I've got the legs and the lead rail. Take it out, let the legs fall down, angle them back a little bit, and then install my first stakes. This stake's just going to be kind of temporary, so I'm just placing it there, wrapping it a few times. Okay, that looks pretty good. And the opposite side. Now we'll go ahead and start adding some height. And releasing some tension on the corners while we do it. Finding my first click lock. Okay, put tension back on the stake and the opposite end. Just about at this point, we can install our rafter poles to give us the final bit of stability that we need. Your rafter poles are the poles that provide the horizontal support. They attach via 10 support tip to the ends of, or the middle too in this system, of the awning lead rail. And then the crutch caps on the opposite end go into loops that are sewn into the awning bag. So I've moved the pole to the closest adjustment point, and I'll install the tent tip and push this system out and go into the loop with the opposite end. Next, I'll install the opposite end rafter pole. 10 support tip goes into the lead rail and push it out some. Opposite stake comes out of the ground and it goes up to the roof. And here at this point, I'm just going to let it secure there. We'll raise the system up to give us the rest of the height that we need to get the middle rafter pole in and this one in the end loop. Middle leg's going to come down. Try to find a click lock. Here's one. And the other two legs come down to match. And now we'll install the remaining two rafter poles. There's one. And install the final rafter pole. 10 support tip into the loop and click it into place. And as you can see, these systems are pretty solid even without the guide rope set up. But I always like to install the guide ropes as well. Just make sure you try to keep them out of high traffic areas, kids run around stuff. It can be a trip hazard. For the ropes, the adjuster handle works like this. Put the end of the loop in and pull the tension up on this block. Sticks go in at a bit of an angle. Loop end goes in through the hook and pull up on the block. Lastly, we show a system that's at 11 foot. It has 3 vertical legs and 3 rafter poles. When we get down to 10 feet and lower in the original Coleman systems, it's only 2 vertical legs and 2 rafter poles. So if that's what you have, you're not missing equipment. That's how your system was designed. With the new trimline awnings, that's all they ever have, is 2 vertical and 2 rafters. Say it starts to rain while you're out camping. A light rain, you can tilt one corner of the awning, let rain run off of it. Don't let it pool in the middle of your fabric. Really heavy rains, it's best not to chance it. Just go ahead and put the awning away, bring it in. Windy conditions, this can become a big sail. So save your awning. If it starts getting windy, please put it away. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I'll see you at the campground with your awning set up properly.